god, this is awful. Hi everybody, I am Bethany, your Brit in the Six, and I am the host of Bits and Pieces for the Summer Camp Newbie. Please bear with me, this is my first time ever making a video for YouTube, so please, let's just make sure life is great and let's hit upload and we'll see where that takes us. This video I want to share with you some of those FAQs that come into my DMs regularly. You're all asking the same questions, so let's give you some answers. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm looking here and the first question is, did you apply for camp alone or with friends? So the first ever time that I applied for camp was back in the winter of 2012 for the summer of 2013, and I did it totally by myself. It was a split decision that I made by myself in my bedroom. Within 20 minutes I applied, which is so drass, and then I went there totally alone and made friends along my journey, my summer camp journey. The next year when I applied to do Camp Canada, again, I did it totally by myself, totally alone, and honestly, I think it was the best thing that I could ever do for myself. So don't be scared, you'll make friends along the way. I definitely did, so much so that I now live here in Canada, so don't worry about it. Definitely do it, take that leap. So that's the first question. Second question, did you experience any culture shock whilst working at camp? Oh my goodness, 100%. Not to scare you, but yeah, like, it's something that we don't experience here in England. Like, summer camp is something that I guess in North America they're grown up on. Their summer is so long that there has to be a way to ship kids off so parents have some leeway. Like, 12 weeks is a long time. Like, we think that 5-6 weeks for a summer holiday is long. Imagine double that. You need some time to fill. But it's like their own little village. Every camp is their own township, is their own village, is their own city. They have their own rules. They have their own, like, ways of doing things. And you, like, the same way as you go to a new country and you learn about the culture, that's exactly what summer camp is like. You're going into summer camp, you're learning their culture, you're learning how to live there, and it's pretty weird in one sense, spectacular in another, overwhelming at times, but oh my goodness, you love it. So yes, I did experience culture shock. Yes, it did make me homesick. I'm just gonna be blunt, it made me homesick, but I got through it, and I mean, 10 summers under my belt and I'm going into summer 11, so honestly it captures you and it has a place in your heart always, no matter how many summers you've done. If it's just one or if it's 10 or more, it'll be amazing. Okay, it'll be amazing. Okay, next one, do you have to be sporty to apply for camp? No, I will tell you right now, the answer is no. Summer camp is for everybody, and I think that's what makes summer camp so unique, is that there is a place for everybody no matter what. So you could be the sporty kid, you could be the artsy kid, you could be the one that's really good at media, you could be that one that's really good at building fires. Like, whatever your skill set is, there is a camp out there that is looking for you to teach kids who also share the same experience as you. So you don't have to be sporty. I know on TV and on films everything revolves around sport. It doesn't have to be. There are specialist camps out there. There are people out there that want, like, the green thumb. Like, if you love gardening, there's a camp out there for you. There's a role out there for you. So don't just think it's for sporty people. Anybody can apply to summer camp, because whatever your skill set is, a camp is looking for your skill set. So do camp, honestly. What is your favorite activity at camp? Ooh, that's an interesting one. Okay, so my favorite activity at camp. So my favorite, like, scheduled activity, I would have to say is, like, cooking. Because it's always really good food. Like, you're always cooking something so yum in your tum, and, like, camp is so fast-paced and everything that, like, you're thankful for cooking something and it's different from the camp menu. So cooking is like my favorite scheduled activity, but my favorite like activity at camp is like being together as a camp, like the electric, like whether it's like you're all sat together at a campfire, or you're all sat together watching a sunset, or you're all together in the dining hall. Like that community feeling is my favorite activity at camp. Might sound corny, but if you've been to camp, you know. If you haven't been to camp, you'll know soon. Okay, so favorite place you traveled after camp? Okay, so I'm gonna split up and do USA and Canada. So my favorite USA place that I traveled would have to be either Washington DC or Boston. And I think they're two cities that really caught me off guard. Like, I wasn't expecting anything of them. They were just on the route, so that's why we stayed. And that's why we visited, to just check another one off. But, like, Washington was the one that I was like, oh my goodness, I love it here. Like, I love the independent coffee shops. I love learning about American history. I love seeing, like, this place that you literally had to build up from scratch because it's not because the British got there or something like that. Like, you actually, like, this is a place that you actually had to build and make your own. And I thought that was really cool about America. Whereas Boston, I kind of liked the whole sea meets the city kind of vibe, and I like the fact that it's a very walkable city, Boston, and everyone's very nice and very friendly. And it was just, especially after New York City, it's just a bit of a city that you could really enjoy and take within your stride. And I enjoyed being so close to the water. So I think that's why the two I really, really enjoyed. As for Canada, I would say my favorite place would be Nova Scotia. Like, the Cabot Trail in Nova Scotia is gorgeous. And if you have a chance to road trip out east, take it. Take it with two hands. You're going to see a part of Canada that many Canadians haven't seen for themselves, which is wild in my mind that they haven't explored their own city. But I digress. But it's gorgeous. Again, it's the mountains and the trails and the hiking trails meet the Atlantic Ocean, and it's so untouched and so preserved. The trees are gorgeous, and you're driving around these winding roads, and after every turn you're like, oh my god, this is beautiful. And I did Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick in like a 14-day road trip with some friends after camp. So that time, like the end of August, beginning of September, it's gorgeous weather. The trees are so green, the ocean is so blue, the sky is so blue. Like, I think the weather really made it, I'm not gonna lie. But it is a gorgeous part of Canada that no one should miss. Everyone wants to get out west, but I really think the east is like that hidden gem of Canada. So definitely do that. So yeah, they're my two favorite places for each. Okay, how easy is it to make friends? So easy. Camp is designed for you to make friends for life, and there's a science behind it. Like, researchers have found out that it takes 200 hours to be in somebody's presence before you can call them best friends. Like, that's how long it takes for you to trust somebody. And no wonder you make friends for life at camp, because that's literally like, what, a few days at camp? So you're definitely going to make friends at camp. You're going to find people in the same situation as you that you'll find comfort in. You might find even people from the same area that you're from back home, which you can find comfort in as well. Or you'll find somebody with a common interest or something like that. It's very easy to make friends with people at camp. So it's 100% easy. I mean, let's face it, I went to different camps by myself and have made lifelong friends, so you will too. Don't worry. Super, super easy. Okay. And the last one, because I think I'm rabbiting on a lot. Okay, let's see. how many different camps have you been to? Great question. So I went to International Gymnastics Camp in Pennsylvania for one summer in 2013, and then I went over the border into Canada, and I've been placed at Camp Walden ever since. Camp Walden in Ontario. It's an amazing camp. Within Camp Walden, there is other camps that are associated with it. So they have a shoulder month program that they open their camp for, and it's called the Walden Leadership Centre. So I've worked that, which is May, June, and then September, so before and after camp, where they hire the site out and you have school groups in, or you have company retreats, or you have weddings, or you have conferences, or you have music festivals, like whatever. We've done it. They're amazing clients, and like they're phenomenal, and you have so much fun, and you can get to see how camp can be used for something other than camp, which is pretty cool. And you get to share the site that you love, with other people that might not have ever been to the site before, and that's truly special as well. Another camp that I have worked for is Madawaska Camp. Oh, here we are. Didn't even realize I was wearing that. So again, another camp that uses the same site, but they are a totally different camp, totally disassociated, and they are a all sport camp and a volleyball camp. So that's pretty unique, something totally different, whole different staff, and their energy is electric. They're only there for a short amount of time, so they pack it in, and they're just so happy and so thankful to be at camp. And that's really special, especially at the end of August, when you have been there for 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks already, and to see that new energy come in really like uplifts you, and you like get like some of their energy rubs off on you, and that's kind of nice. So they're the camps that I've worked for. They're all amazing and fun in their own way, and they're all totally different styles: specialist camp, overnight camp, a Jewish co-ed camp. Like there's so many different camps within that. So check out my podcast, because I go into detail about different types of summer camps. So check that out. Nice little plug. So yeah, but thank you so much for joining me on this first ever video. I'm sorry. Thank you for listening to all of it, watching all of it. If you like it, write some comments down below. Please give me some feedback. I need help. And I'm gonna press upload. Please don't be mean. And I love talking about summer camp, so say in the comments anything that you want to hear about summer camp. I'm happy to fill you in, make some more videos, and let's do this. See you soon, guys.